Hi there, hope that you're well. I'm here in the park. It's a beautiful day and I thought I'd talk more about economics, starting with The Wealth of Nations, written by Adam Smith and published in 1766 at the onset of Britain's Industrial Revolution. Now, in the first chapter about the division of labour, Adam Smith used the example of a pin maker. Now, he said a single pin maker would on his own struggle to produce a single pin in a day, but 10 men working in a factory on different components of the pin could make upwards of 48,000 pins per day. And this highlights the vast increase in productivity brought about by the division of labour and labour-saving devices at the time of the Industrial Revolution in Britain. So Adam Smith goes on to talk about more developed economies and the specialisation of labour. So each person specialising in what they do best, and each person producing more than they can possibly consume, and then trading the rest for stuff that they need or they want. So Adam Smith gives the example of a simple woolen coat, and the simple woolen coat needs several people to produce it along the way, starting from the shepherd who needs to collect the wool from the sheep, and several steps along the way towards the finished item. Now imagine this, say you're working in a factory in the late 18th or 19th centuries, and you're working 15 hours a day, maybe 12 to 15 hours a day, at least 6 days per week. You're only getting 1 day off if you're lucky. And imagine the soul crushing nature of the repetitive task that you have to perform each day to keep body and soul together. That was life back then. Imagine the fate of the handloom weavers, who at the time had a quite skilled profession. They were quite in demand, and then the labour-saving machinery comes along and makes them redundant. So if you were to say to them, don't worry, because in 50 or 100 years your living standards will have increased, but what does it mean to that person who's lost their job and is now struggling to find work elsewhere? And I think that's become increasingly relevant in today's economy, with the introduction of technology and artificial intelligence making so many people redundant. Take for example office workers who can now be replaced with Microsoft Excel. All you need to do is type the data in, and there you go. You've done the work of several office workers. What would take them hours has now been done in minutes. So, talking about the division of labour, you can use the example of a hotel. Like, how many people need to be employed at that hotel to ensure you have a comfortable stay there? I think that's worth thinking about, but it's something that I'll be talking more about in future videos. But thank you for watching, and I'd appreciate if you left any comments or suggestions for future content. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good day.